All right, so game number 4, gonna go ahead and get this started right away without further ado. We are going to be moving on to Desert Oasis. Keep in mind, this is the series finale of HDH Invitational number 1. This is the finale between IdrA and WhiteRa. Both players have made it so far through the tournament, through trial and triumph against so many players. They have come to this final point, to this conclusion, to the pinnacle of the StarCraft 2 beta, and we're going to be seeing who's going to come out on top. Now, the map is going to be Desert Oasis. It's a long rush distance map with close air distance, and I think this time we might be possibly seeing WhiteRa go for his VoidRa versus Zerg build. Now, one last thing I do want to mention is make sure to check out IdrA. They are the sponsor for this tournament. Go to Google, type it in, and go see what the product does. So without further ado, I think we're going to hand it off to my co-caster, Husky.
Hey, yep, it is 2-1 now. WhiteRa able to take a pretty convincing game, the one that I actually missed out on at the very last battle. So what he needs to do is reenact game number 2 to try and to tie it up here in game number 4, as it is now going to be 2-1 in IdrA's favor. I mean, I'm not really surprised here. I think a lot of people are expecting just a straight-up 4-0. WhiteRa says no, he's going to take a game so far, so I can't wait to get this underway. And IdrA feeling, of course, pretty good after last game, but he's been able to keep his cool this whole time, and he's got to be feeling good because basically WhiteRa last game cheesed him with those cannons, and he was able to hold it off no problem, and that is the best feeling in the world.
Look at this drone from IdrA. He's moving around the map looking for a proxy, which is interesting because he did get cheesed in the last game, which actually didn't work too well to WhiteRa's advantage. But this game, he's really scouting with that drone hardcore, and he still doesn't have a spawning pool out yet. I guess he's going to go for a 15 pool. But he is going to check for cheese because this map is known for cheesy play. And on top of that, if you're playing against the cheese factory WhiteRa, well, you better have your guards up on both sides. So really, IdrA's being prepared. He's got his Overlord in the base. He's even going to move a drone in for good measure. And I think, yeah, he does have the 15 pool going up right now, and he's probably going to grab that expansion. Even though it's widely open to attack, I think IdrA was still favored to get that expo up.
Technically, I think WhiteRa is, slightly ahead here. He did force out that drone a little bit early. He scouted, the whole right side of the map. I don't think that's going to play a huge role in this game, as IdrA's just now securing his own expansion on the top right side. Cybernetics Core on the way for WhiteRa, and gonna get that gas before IdrA can steal it, which is really common for Zerg players to do, because the Protoss desperately need that second gas as soon as that Cybernetics goes down. So we may be seeing a standard game here so far, as IdrA got his scouting in. He saw exactly what's going on, and it looks like WhiteRa is just now moving out, and he's going to see, big surprise, a macroing IdrA.
Now, I think if WhiteRa wants to go for his VoidRa build, look at this drone here just twitching out in the corner of the map. I think if he's going to go for that Stargate build and go for a potential VoidRa or Phoenix, then he needs to get rid of this drone right now. He really does. I mean, he's indicating that he wants to go for a Stargate, I think, because he has a second gas up. He's got a Cyber Core right after one gateway. But I could be wrong. He is going to get rid of this drone now, so we'll see in about a minute if he tries to go for a Stargate.
I love how that drone was rocking out. Like, IdrA is just doing that for kicks, because it's basically better to have him patrol at least a little bit, so it's not like he's just standing still. And that's actually worse than having him just stand still, because when he's standing still, he'll move when he gets hit. So I think that was just for kicks there, kind of being a little bit cute. The Stalker is going to take this out, and the Overlord, look how early he has already evacuated that Overlord. So that Overlord definitely not going to go down right now. The Stalker, he does want Overlord food to eat, but he's not going to happen. So, I mean, macro game here from IdrA, no surprise, transferring that Queen over to that Natural, as he is also making a Queen into the main. And so this is exactly what, there's, yeah, more gateways on the way. I thought for a second he was actually going to be making a Stargate, but no, gateway units here for WhiteRa. Can he make it work? He's made it work before, but again, both players macroing up here, and that's exactly what we're waiting for.
It looks like we're going to see a 4-gate from WhiteRa. He's thrown down 3 gateways now. His Cybernetics Core is under the Chrono Boost. So we're going to see some early pressure here from WhiteRa. And the problem is he's got to get a proxy pylon in a nice location. I think the best location, if you're going to go for a 4-gate on this map, is putting the pylon here, just south of the natural expansion of the Zerg player, and then pushing in against IdrA. Now, the important thing is IdrA is sacrificing his Overlord. He's going to see these gateways going up, and wow, IdrA is just such a good Zerg player. He knows exactly when to scout. He just has this game sense. His spider sense was tingling, saying, hey, I think it could be a 4-gate. I should just sacrifice this Overlord just to make sure. Now I'm just going to be fully prepared for it.
IdrA's game sense is definitely phenomenal right now. Although, look at this, he's even going to find these proxy pylons. I think that IdrA is using map hacks here inside the head of WhiteRa. He knows exactly what WhiteRa is going to do. He needs to cancel that pylon. I actually couldn't tell if it canceled or not. It was pretty close. But either way, doing a lot of damage with these couple of Zerglings here. He knows exactly what WhiteRa's plan is, and he just needs to mass up a bunch of units, and he is going to be sitting pretty cozy here. I mean, look, he's making a bunch of Zerglings to make sure he doesn't die, and then once he gets those Hydras, he's just going to own those gateway units. So WhiteRa, I don't know if this is going to work, but he is moving out quite a few sentries. We'll see if he can make something happen with this early pressure.
Right, and WhiteRa is putting those pylons down just south of the natural, and it's funny that IdrA moved out with the Zerglings. I think IdrA was thinking, hey, it's a 4-gate. I think there's going to be pylons here, so he moved his Lings out. Now, he does have 2 more Spine Crawlers on the way. I think he's going to be perfectly fine against this push, if unless WhiteRa is going to just bypass the natural, but the Speedling upgrade is done. Force fields, where are the force fields from WhiteRa? There are the force fields. Another proxy pylon being placed up, but Hydralisks are on the way, but now WhiteRa is in a firm position of control. Oh my goodness. I think IdrA might be in trouble here.
Hopefully WhiteRa is going to reinforce it. He has 3 Stalkers just chilling by the pylon. There he goes. Does he have enough? He's actually engaging the strong point of IdrA's defenses just head on. Can he march in here and make something happen with this early attack here? So far the answer is yes. He can run up here and kill these drones ASAP, which is exactly what he's doing. Look at this. Oh, IdrA's going to GG. It is going to be tied up 2-2. We have quite the series here, folks. I cannot believe that WhiteRa pulled that off. I thought his doom was already written in stone. That didn't make sense, but either way, man, he was actually able to tie that up against the odds. Oh, man, this is epic.
It is epic indeed. I can't believe that IdrA got caught with his pants down even after he scouted the 4-gate, and he moved out his Zerglings. He saw those pylons going up. He knew once he saw those pylons, all right, WhiteRa's committing to this 4-gate push, and